Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Ben Davis, and I'm chair of Illuminate the Arts. That's the group that came together to make the Bay Lights a possibility, and I'm delighted to announce that tonight our very first effort is going to be unleashed upon the world.
All right.
There we go. You know, it's only been 2.5 years since the moment of conception on this idea to the moment of birth tonight. It's an amazing tribute to our community. And a project that really, from the beginning, faced 3 levels of impossibility. The impossibility of getting it permitted, the impossibility of actually building the piece, designing it, and putting it onto the structure, and the impossibility of getting it funded, private funded entirely. It really is a tribute to so many people, including a lot of faces and eyes that I'm looking at in this room tonight. And it comes down to, as always, people. I'm going to go through a few moments here and give some real, genuine thanks to people who made this night and the next 2 years possible. I'm going to list a couple of company names here, but I don't want to think of them as companies. I'm going to think of them as members of our community that have helped make this project possible. That includes Gucci, it includes Bloomberg, Phillips, and Sotheby's. It includes the Hotel Vitale, where the dinner will be happening tonight. It includes our Radiant Media partners, 7x7 Magazine, California Home and Design, Ware Magazine. It includes our luminary sponsors, Charles Schwab, our luminary media partner, California Magazine, and our beacon sponsors, very top level, Commune Hotels and Resort, and Illuminode, which are the creators of the LED pendant that you see some folks wearing around tonight, and I think will be a source of envy by the night's end. And you know, that first level of impossibility, that permitting, I'm going to list some agency names, but it's really, again, it comes down to people, a lot of people in this room that make it possible. My first phone call on this project was to Caltrans, and Caltrans, working together with the Bay Area Toll Authority, the mayor's office here in the City of County of San Francisco, other organizations, the Port of San Francisco, Coast Guard, Fish and Wildlife, all these groups came together to maybe even defy their own expectations and find a way, when typically the system is designed to say no, people found a way to say yes to this project. It includes support of other groups here in San Francisco, the Arts Commission. It includes support from institutions like the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, San Francisco Travel, and just so many more organizations. I apologize in advance for all the folks I'll be missing, because this is a cast of thousands that make this happen. You know, one of the truths in life is we love our own lawyers, and we certainly love our lawyers on this project. Morrison & Forrester has been generous beyond all measure in helping both Illuminate the Arts become established in a very professional, clear way, every single contract involved, and getting this project onto amazing, amazing legal footing. I also want to thank 01, the Art and Technology Network in San Jose, who came and gave a crucial assist, becoming our fiscal sponsor early in the project. I want to call out thanks to our technical team. It is not, we know how to make pixels small. We don't know how to spread them across 1.8 miles, 500 feet in the air, above water and above traffic. Leo Studio, Parsons Brinkerhoff, Zune Engineering, and I just have to say thank you to Saeed Shamarzai, who has been a rock star and is directly one of the reasons this project is happening. Blaco Incorporated, extremely talented, generous, and made sure this project happened safe. Legend Theatrical, TransDigm, and Phillips. Thank you all. I also want to just take a moment to really acknowledge that while Leo and I have done a lot of things in this world, we would not be able to do this project on our own. There's only one person who really is responsible for this project truly happening, and that is our executive producer of the Bay Lights, the executive director of Illuminate the Arts, Amy Critchett. I could go on and on about Amy, and I think I will throughout the night. But do know that she is a special breed of person, and this entire community and the world really owes her a debt of gratitude for the way she's given herself to this project over the last couple of years with an unbelievable brand of intelligence, integrity, good humor, love, everything right down the line. I want to thank Leo and his family, for bringing a level of artistic integrity to this work that has somehow slipped through the process to manifest in absolute integrity a work of contemporary art unparalleled in really, I think, art history. Tonight will be a seminal moment, and it has everything to do with Leo and his interpretation of our original discussions. And that first rendering he made, that 1 minute that transformed how people were perceiving this project, from asking what is it to how can I help make it happen. And I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, who will be joining us for dinner tonight, who will be our Master of Ceremonies at the live webcast starting at 8:30 at thebaylights.org. And I really want to thank our mayor, who is a visionary in his own right of the common good, who I have had the pleasure of working with on a few other projects and really just living in the city that he's making better every single day. People should know that Mayor Lee embraced, and his team, DPW, embraced this project in a way that had nothing to do with really about even it was a matter of passion. It was a personal desire to see a work of art radiate and shine in our community. It was an amazing gift that they knew would transcend the people of San Francisco to the Bay Area to the people of California to the world. And Mayor Lee, you just we owe you a great debt of gratitude. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben. Welcome everybody to the Ferry Building in San Francisco. Gosh, Ben, your vision, I've been living with this vision for almost 2 years now, ever since our city engineer, Fuad Swai, said, come with me to this event, and you're going to be surprised at how we can turn infrastructure into a piece of art. And I was intrigued by that because as the former DPW director and having worked with Caltrans on so many different projects of roads and transportations, we oftentimes can't lift our heads out of these heavy pieces of metal that we look at every single day, or holes in the ground, or construction things, then not to be able to see and visualize a work of art that could contribute to this city and its future. Amy, thank you for your incredible leadership on this, because I met you at that first event here and was immediately sold on not only the idea, but the possibility that we can unleash art in the most creative way. And this is in fact a beacon for our arts community, for a world-class city, and it has the ability to attract some $50 million of contributions to our economic vitality, at the same time being a huge base of fans that will visit our city. There's going to be 50 million visitors that result from this. And I think it's going to be about $97 million of economic contribution to our city, as already scaled by our San Francisco Travel Association. So part of it is economics, but I actually, without even having those numbers in front of me, knew that this is going to excite us. I actually feel, Ben and Leo, that when we unveil this tonight, the feeling that I'm going to be having, the instantaneous feeling, is going to be we just won another World Series. Because it's going to bring that kind of excitement into the city. And to have this timed in a way in which we've just finished the 75th anniversary celebration of the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, that we are about to open the Exploratorium, that we are celebrating America's Cup in a very big way, and we have that on our bay for the very first time, having just finished the World Series, and now the 55 days of sailing on our bay. It really is a celebration of San Francisco. And this incredible rebound that the city is experiencing can really only be complemented, I think, by the arts, because allowing the arts to celebrate all the other things that we are trying to do economically to recover, I think is an incredible cap on our future of what we can experience and exemplify for the rest of the world. And this leads me to an appreciation of Leo Villareal, who is our artist, that he has not only visualized what 25,000 LED lights can do, but has discovered and will implement a fashion in which we'll not see the same pattern at any time experience. And this is kind of that innovation that we're experiencing in San Francisco, that creativeness that we've always wanted to have from our arts community to bless us with all the other things that we are doing and struggling every day. And sometimes there's good stories about it, sometimes there's not so good stories. But art has always been an inspiration for me, and I look forward to this day where these lights, you can imagine anything you want in these lights. And I think the artist will say, and I think Leo has already said it and documented in so many other interviews he's done, that give yourself and your own imagination a chance to work with these 25,000 lights. For me, it's the mustache you'll see every night, illuminated in the 25,000 lights. It'll be for every child in us, the ability to celebrate, to see what's good in what we've done here. But I think it will then be the beacon for world-class art to happen here in San Francisco. And, Ben, I look forward to, we talk about this being a 2-year commitment. But Amy, we all know, with the success this has, we're already, and I will predict that people, including myself, will want this to be ongoing, certainly during my lifetime. And so I have every expectation that we'll be right there hand in hand with you, with the artists, celebrating this to have an ongoing foundation for even more creative art in the city. And by the way, it's budget time, so Tom and the Art Commission, you've done very well with the opening of this timing, and with everybody else, that we have the proper role of art to be creative, to bless us with all the things that are so positive, and to exemplify the arts community for what it's done. So with that, I'd like to introduce our artist, Leo Villareal.
Thank you so much. I'm beyond thrilled to be here today. This has been an incredible 2.5 years from initial idea, when Ben Davis asked me to consider the bridge and how it could be turned into a canvas, to having thought about it and created a simulation in the computer, a 1-minute animation that so many people saw and were inspired to get behind and able to happen. So many people to thank, but certainly folks at Caltrans and the Bay Area Toll Authority and Mayor's office, Governor's office. There's so many hoops that we had to jump through. This is not something that is easy to do. Getting the permits was one of the miracles. So I thank you all for believing in public art and for helping us get this done. Amy Critchett has been amazing, our executive director. She's just, Amy was able to shepherd this impossible project through all the intricacies of conference calls and meetings and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm incredibly grateful for her help. Grateful to Dorky Keene, who's here and has helped us lead our development effort, which has been another monumental task. We've raised just over $6 million of our $8 million, and we're just all privately funded. This project is an incredible gift by our patrons to the city, in that 50 million people will see this piece directly. That's just a tremendous audience. This piece is incredibly accessible. You don't have to buy a ticket. You don't have to go in any building. It's there and available. A light has a very universal quality. Almost anyone can see it and have some response to it, and it's operating on a very primal level. I think the technical team that has put this piece up has been remarkable. Saeed, Chermadze, and Zune has just been a lifesaver. Incredible individual who has never said no to me. Everything has always been possible, and bringing the team together, Parsons Sprinkerhoff, Blako, to actually install this work It's one thing to make a Photoshop simulation or a 3D animation of this project. It's a whole other thing to get up there on the bridge and go up there on a cable walk, which I've done on several occasions, which has been incredibly inspiring. When I was up there, I went up on a cloudy day, and then suddenly the clouds started to part and the light was coming down and hitting the water, and just incredible magic was happening. And I knew that this project would be just fine if I could channel 1% of what I was seeing out there in the landscape and the interaction of all these systems into my work. So I'm very grateful for everyone who helped install this piece. We had lane closures, all the work happened from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Very difficult work, you know, with a couple of cones protecting you from the onslaught of hundreds of thousands of cars. To the contractors who installed this hanging in harnesses 525 feet over the water. Incredibly challenging work, but it's, here we are. I'd like to thank my team and my studio, everyone helping. Jason Cipriani, our lead programmer. Transden for helping us with all our networking. There's a lot of behind the scenes that's happened here that no one will ever know about. We have a 1.8 mile long fiber optic network, racks and racks of switches, computers, wireless connections. I want to thank Timothy Childs, who's one of our Illuminate the Arts board members, who helped us invent this custom clip, which we're using to hang these lights on the bridge. There's a lot of just behind the scenes that it's taken to bring this work to reality. I guess our patrons are also, that's a whole other, unleashing generosity in the way that we have. I'm just really blown away that we've been able to do what we have. Thankful to Illuminode and for their light pendants. Incredible innovation at work. Thankful to Philips for their equipment and for standing behind their technology and helping us achieve what we've done. And so I guess we're here and ready to, pull this, punch the button on the computer. We're not using the switch. PG&E wanted to lend us a switch, but we thought that was kind of old school. So we're using a laptop tonight. We're going to hit the key and it's going to go on at 9 o'clock. So I'm just incredibly grateful. I keep pinching myself that this is actually happening in a reality, but I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude, and I'm so eager and happy to be able to share this amazing artwork with all of you. So thank you.
SF Gov TV, San Francisco Government Television.